So when Rebbe was describing his initial Hasidus Rishona, so he spoke about father maybe being concerned that you took on too much too quickly, and I was wondering if we could elaborate a little bit on that, particularly not the people who are so far away, but how you view people who have come close and been a part of maybe even the shul and this, and then it fizzles out. It doesn't just fizzle out. Sometimes it really explodes. And I think to me, I always look at that. I think of every time I hear a story of somebody who was close and who was once upon a time, I always think, I want to ask, what could we have done differently? What could that person have done differently to make their experience more sustainable?
Yeah. There's a word that kids use now. Kids, I get, meaning into the 20s already. There's a word that I find that's being used in a different context and more than ever before. Normal. The word normal. Like when I hear my granddaughters talk to like the granddaughters, oh, she's so normal. They'll say something like, no, 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 not real yeshivish, not real Hasidish, like normal, really normal. And what exactly fits into a child's definition or an adolescent's definition of being normal? I think that much of the fear that people have of spirituality and of even exploring the possibility of having a connection to Hashem is the fear of losing their grip on what they consider to be normal and what their friends and family consider to be normal. And when Rabbi Nachman told the story about the famous story about the prince who thought he was a turkey and was pecking at crumbs under the table, and all the wise men of the kingdom didn't know what to do with this guy until the tzaddik came, this chacham came, and he got undressed and he went under the table and he's also pecking at crumbs, and the prince turned into a turkey, looks at this tzaddik and says, like, what's this, what's your story? Here's what you think, like, you're the only turkey in the world? I'm also a turkey. And over time, of course, the prince remembered that he was a prince. So I believe that what's happened to many of the cherva that for whom it didn't seem to work, or hasn't yet worked, or there was a detour, a departure, that a lot of it has to do with an exposure to Yiddishkeit in an idealized way on the part of a person, on the part of people with the best, most beautiful, wonderful intentions, but that somehow it was transmitted in a way, or it was received in a way that condemned the person to feeling that I am presently in an abnormal situation. One of the greatest struggles I've had here in this shul